What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is Brian, and let's have some fun. Um, a lot of you guys probably never seen my channel before, just because it's brand new. I just started it a few months ago. I've only put like 5 videos up because I suck at this. But hey, you know what? It's a learning curve. We're just gonna have some fun with it, all right? And yes, this is a curtain that is behind me. Uh, that's a reflection, but back there's my backyard because I don't have a studio. This is my kitchen that I'm in, and my kids are asleep, and my wife is out of town. So it's hey, let's do it. Just to kind of give you guys a little bit about the channel. I'm a collector. I have loved collecting cards since I was a kid, games, even money. I love history. So like things like this to me is like a piece of history. I've been collecting Pokemon since I was 12. So I was in the first Pokemon generation of kids that fell in love with it. I've still loved it since. I kind of fell out of it for a time. So like during high school, I played more Yu-Gi-Oh. I still collected Pokemon, but I kind of fell out of it for a little while. Went to college, um, got married, started having kids, and I've always kept my old vintage stuff. And recently, in the last probably 2 years, I've really started to pick up my love for it again, just kind of trying to get back into it. So basically, the whole point to this channel and this whole video is my purpose of this channel is I want to do basically which seems to be the impossible right now. Okay, like as most of you guys know, the Pokemon market is in freaking insane right now. I mean, it's just unreal. You got big, huge YouTubers such as like we've got Leonhardt, Real Breaking Eight, PokeRev, all these big YouTubers out there, right? Opening vintage stuff, getting the name out there, mass hype right now, right? So my goal is I want to collect one of each vintage Pokemon pack, sealed, by the way. And I know that seems like the impossible, especially considering the fact that I am literally on a budget. So I am doing this with like a plasma budget. I'm not even joking. I'm donating plasma to do this and to try to get back into this and achieve this goal. Now, to give you an idea, if some of you guys have donated plasma, it's not that much that you get. I mean, it's a decent amount, but it's not that much. So you're probably thinking, holy crap, how's he going to pull this off? Yeah, I'm asking the same question. Anyways, so like I said, I'm pretty much starting from ground zero. I have a lot of old vintage collection. I started a modern sealed collection recently, but my hopes are that I can save up and get those packs. Whether it's by buying current modern stuff, opening it, grading it, selling it, and then turning around and using that money to get those vintage packs, or plasma money. That's pretty much my only options right now. So um, today, what I wanted to do, and I noticed I've already been kind of going a little long on this, is I want to go over some cards that I want to send a PSA. I've never done a PSA order before. I have no idea how to do it. If you have any tips, please, or any like videos that can describe it, like PSA for dummies kind of thing, please send them my way. I want to know so that way I can actually do it. Okay. So I have, I think, 18 cards that I would like to show you and just kind of show you. These are the ones that I've kind of gone through, not the creme de la creme or anything big, but like these are some of my more favorite ones, some of my older cards, a few recent, but I want to get these graded and see what happens, and then maybe a few of these I can sell and uh, turn it around to get some vintage packs. Oh, by the way, I do have one vintage pack. It is a Lapras pack that I am almost, uh, I'm like 20% sure it might have been resealed. So maybe I'll bring that up later. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's get going through these packs, or not packs, these cards, and let's have fun. All right. All right, guys, so I just flipped the camera around, so let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with this guy right here. I've had this for a very long time. Let me zoom in here. So Crystal Kingdra, I got this from my buddy, but anyways, I have never played it. It is in really good shape. I've not, like I said, I haven't touched it. By the way, not all these cards are in transparent sleeves, just so you know, so I won't be able to go through each one like this. But Crystal Kingdra, so that is my first one that I would like to get graded. So we'll put that there. Next up, a Shining Legends Mewtwo. I actually pulled this like a month ago. We bought some packs and managed to get it. So here we go. So one of the more modern cards. Okay. Okay. Back to some more vintage. Feraligatr EX. I cannot think of which set this is from. I remember pulling this, but it's in really, really, really good shape. There's a little, I think it's an actual ding. Just a teeny bit of whitening on the bottom. But as you can see, it's really good shape. So Feraligatr, there we go. Okay. All right, let's hustle. Oh yeah, here we go. Mega Charizard. So obviously a more recent one. Great card. I do have the other one. I can't seem to find it, so I'm going to dig around my stuff and see if I can find it. Here's another one. Oh, here we go. Vintage card right here. Clefable, first edition. Just got this from my buddy. It's in relatively good shape. I mean, there might be some silvering here. Yeah, there you go. A little silvering. Not very much anything here. Even on the back's pretty good. But I'll get this out later and maybe we can examine the back. But we got to hustle. All right. Sorry, I'm not trying to take all your time. Next up, Zapdos. So this bad boy is one of my favorites. I love the Zapdos from base set. Really great shape. I actually picked this one up off of eBay about 6 months ago, I want to say, for like 15 bucks. And I mean, it really has no, I mean, blemishes or anything. It just seems almost too good. I think there's a small, really tiny chip. I mean, it's so tiny right there, but a really great shape. Good card to have. Venusaur right here, base set Venusaur. I have had this since I was probably, golly, 12, 13, something like that. I have never played this Venusaur actually, so it's in fantastic shape. So that's another one of my top cards I would like to get submitted. Next up, here's where, and it's getting, in my opinion, it gets more, I guess, valuable or sentimental to me as we go, by the way. Okay. Base set Shadowless Gyarados. Not in the most perfect condition. As you can see, there's probably some silvering. Sorry about the glare, guys. Got a bunch of different silvering here. A little bit of scratches on the hollow, but honestly, for as old as it is, it's in pretty fantastic condition in my opinion. So that's another one that I'd like to submit. All right, here's another one. First edition Shadowless and Gray Stamp Hitmonchan. Pretty good shape, except for there's like a scratch somewhere around here, I know. Yeah, there it is, you guys see it. I know it's not in the best condition, but considering the fact and the rarity of this card, I do want to send this in to get graded. So that's another big one that I'd like to throw out. And like I said, all these I've had since I was a kid. Here's another one. First edition Shadowless Machamp. This one has been played, unfortunately. I played this personally when I was a kid. It is in pretty good shape. I always played with my cards in sleeves, even for being a 12-year-old. I really, really tried my best to take care of these cards. So that is another one. Just because of how rare it is, I do want to get that graded. So some of these are not in the greatest condition. It's mostly the rarity that I am focusing on. Shadowless base set Blastoise. And as you can see, this one looks like it got in a fight with a lawnmower. I honestly have no idea how I acquired this. I don't know if it just showed up or if I traded for it at one point. I don't remember. But like I said, since it is a Shadowless and the rarity thereof, I would like to submit it. I'm not banking on anything big. At this point, it's mostly for just having it encapsulated in something to keep it safe. You know what I mean? All right, next up. Gold Star Latios. And what's really funny about these cards, these Gold Star ones, is it's in great shape, actually. I do not think I ever played it. Yeah, I don't think I ever played it at all. See the silvering, though? I hear that this set had some silvering issues, but I could be wrong. I think that's a hair. Yep, just in the top loader, there's a little hair there. All right, well, anyways, there is a teeny little ding at the bottom left corner. But really, honestly, it's in relatively good shape. And all this stuff is just, that's not actually part of the card, but it's all stuff in the top loader. But I actually have a, man, I gotta find it. I swear I had it. Oh, I do still have it somewhere. I do have a Gold Star Regirock, and somewhere in one of my friends' collections, so before I went to college, I me and a buddy of mine bought a ton of these sets, the Gold Star sets, and I remember pulling a Gold Star Mudkip and a Gold Star Trico. I do not know where any of those are at. One of my buddies must have it because we shared cards, not necessarily shared, but we made a bunch of decks out of them and never really, I guess, got back to getting them. So, anyways, yeah. So I know somewhere we have one of those, or at least I do. Um, and then the Gold Star Regirock, though, it had some factory issues on the corner. It had some chips that came from the pack. So I won't present that today, but maybe another time. All right, next up, Charizard EX from, if I remember right, this was Fire Red and Leaf Green. This card's not been played at all. So I was about 18, maybe 19 when I pulled this. Oh, actually, maybe I was 16. Sorry. But anyways, so Charizard EX, I do have a Blastoise EX. I have no idea where to find it. It's somewhere in my parents' house probably. So maybe one day I'll dig around and find it. But that's another one that I'd like to get graded as well. So let me put this right here. All right, next up. Oh, here we go. Blaine's Charizard. Unfortunately, this is not the corrected version, but it is still a beautiful card. This is actually one of my most favorite, like, this is legit one of my most favorite designs. Like, this is the traditional Charizard look, in my opinion, from like everything from when I was a kid in, 90, 99 to 2000. Holy cow. It's in really good shape. Never been played. Not once, but it does have a little bit of whitening down at that bottom part. Everywhere else is in good shape, but just that whitening. So obviously it's going to get docked, but I still think it's worth it. Okay. Next up, Charizard from Evolutions. Not been played at all. Absolutely love it. Beautiful card. Yeah, so if you look here, there's like nothing really. Really good shape. Oh, what's that? There's a tiny little white spot there. So that'll probably stop it from getting that 10. But other than that, it's really in good shape. Really great shape. So that's another one I'd like to get graded. Oh, there goes poor Blaine's Charizard. Missing out on the love there. All right. Next up, the old school OG right here. Charizard base set. This one has not been played. Funny story, I pulled this card. Me and my friends used to play regional tournaments. And so we went to a regional tournament and we ended up each buying a base set booster pack. And in these base set booster packs was a Charizard, a Blastoise, and a Venusaur. It was really awesome. In fact, this Venusaur, no, never mind. I was going to say, I think this Venusaur is from that actually, but I don't think so actually now when I think about it. But I pulled this at a state or regional tournament. Yes, I used to compete. Did I get far? No. That's okay. All right. Next up. Boom. Come on. There we go. Shining Charizard. I remember pulling this one when I was, I want to say like 16 or 17 years old. At that point, I was not playing the game really. I was mostly collecting, and that's pretty much it. So I never played this card. Plus, it wasn't really playable in my opinion. The fact that you had to, I mean, look at the attack. Golly, discard one fire energy and one lightning attached to do this attack. Like, I don't know. I didn't like the idea of the 5 energy and stuff, but that's just me. I did like that it was a base Pokemon. I think it says basic Pokemon right here. Yep. Anyways, this has not been played. This is in really good shape. Honestly, I think this is a huge contender for a 10, but I am not a expert, obviously. So that's number 2 on my list. Now, number 1 on my list, it is another rough Shadowless, but I mean, you can't go wrong with the Shadowless Charizard. So this guy I acquired from a buddy of mine when we were in junior high, and he did not want to play anymore, didn't want anything to do with Pokemon. So I don't know how I got it from him. I think I bought it for like $5. So anyways, yes, as you can see, there's a lot of silvering, a little bit of a ding or bit of a bend up here. Not necessarily like a bend across the card, but just like peel up here. But other than that, it's been played. It's been a little bit through the ringer, but it is a shadowless Charizard nonetheless. It's in, I mean, given the fact that it's 20 years old, out of pack. I mean, this thing probably came out of pack day one. I'm just saying. So, well, day one when it, when they stopped doing first edition prints, but really good shape in my opinion. Considering the fact that it's gone through pretty much heck. So there you have it, guys. Here they all are. These are the ones I'm thinking about submitting, and don't mind the Halloweeny stuff in the background here. But let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions on how to grade, please let me know. Write them in the comments below. I really would appreciate it. Hope everyone's having a great day, and we will see you. Take care.